The crisis has been ongoing for the past 9 years and is still ongoing, as I rightly said. Tell us, how are you going to solve this problem concretely?
I'm going to solve it because in my program you have already taken notice of it. I will come back to federalism. I will summon experts, constitutionalists, economists, and all those who in one way or other have been involved in this conflict. All of them will be liberated. I will grant them amnesty. Let us come together. This is our nation. Our nation. Let us come together around the table and listen to each other. All shareholders in this nation has to be brought together, have to be involved in this process. Within maybe some few months, 6 months, not more than a year, we will find a common denominator, and this will be submitted to the people through a referendum. Once it is adopted, then it will be implemented. But before so, I will liberate them, because their right place is not in prison. They have to be the maker of our nation.
I fit talk say inside all the people the way they be don dey try the talk how they fit solve this problem. Inside Tchiroma Bakari, he don present one of the juicy and captivating pathway, but the reality for the show na say e last end up for touch na two aspects of the 4 points wey the people of Southern Cameroon dey bring am up. Now, Ambazonians, without being prejudgmental, man, no just me no be like say, okay, we want to just be very difficult to understand. You get a point? We have to be logical and we have to make our points clear in every debate. Like how I always talk, we are open for discussion. We want this war to come to an end. Nobody wants to fight a war. Nobody. I want to be honest with you guys. We want this war to come to an end. What will be the best solution? All of us are talking about the root cause of the problem. The reason why we keep talking about the root cause is because we don't want the problem to resurface in another generation. It shouldn't resurface in 50 years' time or in 100 years' time, even in 500 years' time. This is what we are talking about. Now, we understand there were some backdoor games. We understand that some magu they be there during 1961, all that time. Now, inside Tchiroma Bakari, it present something where it look like a pathway out of the war to discussion. And when I think the way Wapa them don dey fight them ever since before this war one start, Wapa them for SCNC, they don't always believe in which way they call them say the force of argument. But Paul Biya and the rogue regime, they believe in the argument of force. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. Now, Issa Tchiroma Bakari, just from his words, we will not trust him. They say trust but verify. But in this case, we will not trust him because we trusted his brothers. We trusted his forefathers. Like Ahijo, they betrayed us. They gave juicy promises and they betrayed us. You get the point? Now, in as much as we are looking at the stakes and what lies ahead, what is at hand, we are still telling our people that we remain vigilant. We remain vigilant. I never talk, I don't come up, I can't talk, say, okay, if I don't support Issa Tchiroma, no. But I'm saying that when you look at the deeper conversations, you get deep into the roots of issues, you come to discover that he presents a pathway out of the war which makes sense. That is the force of argument. Now your point, it go beat my own point. No be na your power, go beat my own power. You understand? I don't know when they get the thing what they talk about. Now, it talks say this, so One very good thing where he talk na say he will liberate and free all those who have been incarcerated because of this war, because their place is not in the jails, it's not in the rotten, stinky, smelling dungeons of La Republique. Very good. Welcome. Very good. Ambazonians, it's a good step. All our people, they come out for prison na a good step, without any, precondition. Let them go, free them. We welcome this very when you free them, we go start the push the other item them for table, but e never rule out our position on standing firm. E never change the fact say ekelebe dey go still dey take nzolo. I no know una dey understand thing wey I dey talk am. Yes, I no know una dey understand thing wey I talk am. E no go change the fact say ekelebe dey go still take nzolo. Now, when Isa Tchiroma Bakari talk about, because there are three things which I took note of in this his plan of action. The first one, he talk about freeing all prisoners, granting amnesty and whatsoever. First of all, Ambazonian prisoners of conscience are not criminals. You only grant amnesty to a criminal. So inside Tchiroma Bakari, that word you are using, amnesty on our people, is not correct. No, you grant amnesty to a criminal. Our people are not criminals, so we reject that word. You go back, go correct that talk. So if time reach, say you want sign that document, you no go be an amnesty. You go free them unconditionally, because you rightly said it, they don't belong there. They never commit any crime. Any crime, they never commit any crime. No crime, they never commit them. So this one get for be taken note of. Now the first thing I take note of. The second thing I take note of where he talk am. Now say this, so it go take we back to federalism. We will go back to federalism. The question is, what form of federalism are you talking about? You know why I ask and say what form of federalism? Because even this very Isa Tchiroma Bakari, we don't open him up, talk say he picking them na anglophone. So according to some of them, their own definition of an anglophone amount when you talk English. Nope, 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 nope. It is a people who come from a particular area, who have a history, who have a background, and who have a culture, who have a custom, who have a tradition. This must be made clear. Now, these are the three things which I took note of in his plan of action. The third one, right? He talked about federalism. However, he wants the federalism to be is another ball game. It's a different question on its own. But if you fair free what people them, no problem. No problem. Now, the second one we're talking about federalism now. Now, two states, East Cameroon, West Cameroon, La Republique, Southern Cameroon, or now which kind one? Now that kind abobala their federalism, or now that kind capo danye their devolution. Now another question, it be that. You get the point. It also go someone expert them. It's a good thing. First of all, those type of things you cannot do it by yourself. So why you talk so you go someone expert them? You need someone expert them, like say you recall some mommy camp. Southern Cameroon, they form your own team. You get the point. This una see the way we consult to be there no. Una see and say we take the strong, we go back, go start back for square zero. Ambazonia, they form your own team. As inside Tchiroma Bakari, they get their own team. Ambazonia, they form your own team. Just like how a Foncha be get a team, you go meet to Aijo a team. So the one at this time around, nobody is dictating on another person. You bring your points, I bring my points. We are looking for a common ground where we'll have a permanent political solution. Now, Isa Tchiroma Bakari, he talk about a referendum where the people will decide. This is a powerful point. I must say this. When I follow this short video, I said to myself, if this thing goes well and it happens like this, then truly we are ending the war. Yes, because my brother and sister, mommy and papa them, like I tell you before, nobody want ever fight war for a life. No man never like them. But you see this 3 point, the Isa Tchiroma Bakari raise up, 19 away cash, it caught my attention. The third one, he talked about organizing a referendum where the people will decide. The question is, which people? Who is eligible to vote in this referendum? This is a big question. A very big question. It shouldn't be what happened in Yes, who we and all man for the two Cameroonian vote. It won't happen like that. So you see, say this thing a work in progress. A lot of work get to be done, my dear people, fellow Amazonians. If this man dey present this point then, right, it means say at least he get a sense of reasoning towards the direction of ending the war. That's it. That's it. You see, when I see the issue of referendum, it's on the back and hands of Ambazonians to sort this out. Referendum means say wetin? Three options will be put on the table. That means say we go back to the root cause that what we're talking about. One, we remain with them. So, two, we go for federation. Three, chakaram. Any mango inside, the mango inside. The people will decide. When you are talking about the people to decide, my brother, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Nobody will challenge that. That's why me, ma tell una for yeah. If we organize referendum properly, the way it get to be done, the result will come up for that referendum, me, I will follow am. That is why we have to make sure that we treat our people so well. We make our people understand why we are fighting in such a way that during the time of this referendum, when it will come, even if it no be inside Tchiroma Bakari time, another man in time, even if it happens say it will come, our people will choose the direction and the path which suits them and will not go back to the old ways or with the enemy and will greatly decide. Most of the war them for the world, most of the independence fight them for the world, they don't end up in a referendum. I don't know if you understand. I want to just take a clear case like that of South Sudan. Even though they be fight, they be get a greater say, but at the end of the day, a referendum was organized and the people voted to break away and they created South Sudan became a country. So why in our case it will be an exception? It's not going to be an exception. No. If it's the best way to end the war, so be it. So be it. So the one no means I can't talk say this. So at the middle go vote Isa Tchiroma Bakari, you go hell we can't solve people. No. I go analyze Isa Tchiroma Bakari, he talk them according to the way he talk, and I go make what put them in and know say we supposed to continuously dey at alert. Muna know say even though all this discussion and all this thing they still go on, we see Chuck Ekelebe than Zolo. We even domo them more. We buy more ringgit them. That popcorn the way they fly, we get more. We equip more. Now the highest time that for give them Zolo. So when I see and say, whichever way we are going to achieve what we stand for, freedom we seek, freedom we shall get, and so shall it be. They don't belong there. All those who have been incarcerated because of this war, who are in jails in La Republic of Cameroon, they don't belong there. It's not their place. They will be released and they will be free. Thank you, Ambazonians, for understanding. We stand firm in as much as we can say this, say that we want the war to come to an end. But we are vigilant. So a permanent political solution is arrived at. And yes, a common denominator, as you talk about Isa Tchiroma Bakari, it will be arrived at. And that denominator, it will be na the people to decide. Don't forget, say, that decision, it will come from the people. And the people, no be Cameroonese then. How they vote and the things that will be done. I will talk about my next update. Will they on top this matter because it be very important. My name is Fabiano Deko, una friend, una brother, una comrade, and una humble servant. I will see you right back for the next update. We will talk about a potential referendum to be organized in Southern Cameroon or to decide the fate of the people of Southern Cameroon, who is eligible to vote, how is it going to be done, how should we avoid the mistakes of the past, and what we think. I therefore here only I am an opinion leader, right? My own opinion which I'm giving, I think no matter how lay and how quack it is, it counts in a society where we want to build and make it a better place for our children and the ones yet unborn. God bless Amazonian freedom fighters. God bless our nation. Short live the struggle and long live Amazonia. Thank you.